What's going on, guys? Welcome back. And today I have got one of my favorite dioramas that I think I have made. Nice little easy one-day build, and it's bringing me so much joy to look at it every time. It's probably one of the stupidest things I've ever done, but the joy it brings me from looking at it. Also, I haven't set anything on fire. I didn't cut myself. I didn't hurt myself, glue myself, burn myself. I took it out of time-lapse mode and put it straight into slow-mo mode. So I'm hoping with the power of editing that in a moment I will be able to correct that mistake. Just going to interject quickly because I keep forgetting to add this bit verbally. Can you please remember to like, subscribe, share, comment down below. If you enjoy my videos, that's the way to keep me going and keep me producing bigger and better stuff by doing all of that. And if not, just watching the video is a massive help. So back to the video. God, I hope I'm able to correct that mistake. There are a couple of things that have gone wrong with this video as per usual. I have destroyed some old epic models. I did a test. I put a bit of sprue in isopropyl alcohol to see whether this is because people kept saying, oh, don't put plastic in it, it'll melt. So I put a bit of sprue into isopropyl alcohol, left it for a week, and it didn't melt. And as you're about to see in a moment, it melted. So I don't know what's gone wrong, but I semi-managed to save it. There's been some change-ups from what you can see on screen originally to what we'll end up with, but the end result is brilliant. It's hilarious. It's just one of my favorite things ever. So without further ado, let's get on and get going. So there I was at work having a chat because it was the night shift and nothing was happening about Warhammer, you know, as you do. And then I brought up the subject of, I'd quite like to do something with these old epic models that I've got, but you know, most things have been done. Yeah, there's a guy that's got one painting. He's got Magnus Calgar painting some of these old epic models. I was like, well, that's all you can do with them, really, unless you're going to have Warhammer playing Warhammer. And then I froze because I just had this ingenious idea. And I mean, if someone has done this before, then I'm sorry, I haven't seen that. But as far as I'm aware, no one's done this yet, and I just had so much fun doing it. It was just so stupid. I mean, as I said, managed to do this all in a day. It was nice and easy, real quick, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let the video talk for itself, and I'm going to jump in places here and there. But yeah, I mean, this all just came from a conversation at work, so inspiration can really strike at any point. As I keep saying to you guys, imagine, make, create. It's as easy as that. I've also found just a real quick little workaround for that slow-mo footage. I pressed delete. Yeah, so we've skipped forward a little bit. Don't you just love it when a plan falls apart? So what I'm using here is the crates that I've got from the Imperium magazines, the ones that come with the big like Connex boxes with the storm bolters on top. So these are just bits of scattered terrain. I thought they'd make quite a cool little table base. So I've glued them all down. I've sort of filed them down, glued them together, and then I'm going to just shear it up with some sprue just to give it a bit of rigidity to stop it from falling apart on me later when I'm trying to put everything together, because the last thing we want is for things just to fall apart. So a little bit of pre-prep and shoring up and making things a bit stronger than they should be, just by hoping that the glue holds. Now that we've got our table created, we need to get the tabletop created. So for that, I have used some foam board because it's nice, thick, and holds a good shape, and it's easy to cut. And then I'm going to be making some scatter terrain and some buildings out of Amazon. What would it be called? It's the cardboard, but it's like an envelope. So it's like envelope cardboard that the Amazon, you know the one I'm on about. Amazon send you everything in it almost. If they could fit a car in it, they would. So that stuff is brilliant for crafting. Do not get rid of that. Save that as much as you can. And that's what I'm doing at the moment. So you can see me here. I'm just measuring out to cut out a building, pop it together, and then I'm going to cut into the foam board to then place and hold all the terrain that's going to go onto it. Now, I don't know about you, but there is not a snowball's chance in any of the 9 circles of hell, not even the frozen lake of Cocytus, that I'm going to play a game of 40k without a rulebook. So, our players are going to need some rulebooks, and for that, I've used the Grey Knights Paladin kit to nick me some of them books that they like to have all over their decadent armour. And yeah, so I've just nicked a couple of them. I've put one down to be the core rulebook, and they're both going to be holding them. And I thought it would be even funnier. They're having a bit of an argument about it. So one's going to be holding it, the other one's going to be holding it, and they're going to be sort of, I'm moving my model here. No, you can't. I read the rule here. That's in my head. That made sense. So deal with it. Get ready for the oopsie, because I've used a firstborn marine as the marine, and well, the table's too tall. He can't reach. He's going to need some yellow pages, and that's exactly what I've had to do for him. Basically, I realised a bit too late at this point that these crates are supposed to be terrain to be shot over, and I've made them even taller. And yeah, I've taken something from one purpose, used it for another purpose, and it bit me. But that's just life. There's no such thing as a immovable object. Just work through it or work around it, and that's what I've done. So you'll see in a bit that I get some foam boards and I cut it down and sort of make an area to fit my table onto, and it works in the end. And then you'll see later I'll put some texture paint over the top of it and make it look like carpet, or paint it up to look like carpet at least anyway. So yeah, that's the oopsie moment for this one again. Very minimal conversions needed. Sort of cutting into the hands and modifying sort of gun hands into holding hands for things. So we'll see a bit of that in a moment. I'm going to be quiet again because I don't want this video to go on forever and ever and ever. I've still got another 5 hours of video to edit. Well, if you want to giggle like an absolute idiot and smile like a Cheshire Cat for the entire time you're making a little diorama, I suggest giving something like this a go. Something silly, something stupid. It's nothing lore related. It's just having a funny time and making models. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, just absolute Cheshire Cat I was. If you want to see me do anything else with Epic Warhammer, I've got quite a few other things that I could do with them, and I've got other models that I can use. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to add them to my list. And yeah, just putting these little narratives in my head together about what are they up to? Why are they playing Warhammer? Maybe they've had their initial release, their FOMO release, and now they're sat in a box waiting to be given a go time on when they're going to be released to the public at large. So they're just going to play a quick game of 40k, grab some dice, grab some books, have a good time. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I really do hope to see you in the next one.